Well, he's got two more. Here's the next one. Did you have a great rap party?
No. At that time, and you read the book, your dad didn't, obviously. At that time, Joe Colombo, on June 28th, I was supposed to be on the dais, got shot, and 7 other people got shot. And when they examined the crime films and the stills, the only person that wasn't on the dais was a big sign on my seat, Gianni Russo. So the FBI wanted to see me. The Colombo family wanted to see me. I disappeared. I went to
Wow.
parties. I made my own parties.
Any inside stories from your time doing acting with The Godfather?
Oh, so many. Brando, I mean, that in itself, to have this guy. And the day I did the scene with Michael, he wasn't on the call sheet, but he came on to help me. When he had to work, sometimes he didn't show up. Everybody was scrambling. He said, "Who called number one?" We all had numbers. He was the number one. "Who called number one? What's he doing in here?" They was screaming on this. They said nobody called him. So he heard. He said, "I'm here to help the kid." me. They said, the biggest thing on that set was like, "Who is this guy?"
So was it easy to adapt to acting for you?
I've been an actor all my life. Italians are very dramatic. It's I acted my way to the hospital. I act my way to more things. Even when I was selling ballpoint pens, I'm playing this poor sympathetic kid. My arm was starting to get better. I was pulling it up. I've done a lot of performances, Academy Award performances, without being in front of a camera.
So after The Godfather, I imagine people came up to you for your autograph, but did people come up to you like hating on you because of your role as Carlo?
One lady in Chicago crossed the street yelling at me, and as she's coming towards me, a cop is coming towards me on my side of the sidewalk, and she starts hitting me with a handbag. And the cops said, "Miss, put your hands down. What's going on? Do you know who he is?" He said, "No." He's Carlo the Godfather. So he said, "Wow, Carlo, what do you think?" Like he almost changes his persona. So he said, "Why are you so angry?" She said, "I had a miscarriage. My boyfriend beat me because he didn't want to marry me. And she thought I influenced him to have a miscarriage." Talk about life imitating art. Forget about it.
Now, because you guys came in and someone read the script, do you think it made the movie more authentic?
I really did, because a lot of the profanity and all that was not necessary. The storylines and the loyalty. I mean, right now I get invited to prestigious law firms. They pay me a lot of money. And then I was wondering one time when I flew to Chicago and I went to their conference room, they have quotes, The Godfather, on the walls. But I mean, and I always tell kids, when you're 14, 15, go in your room and watch the movie and listen to the dialogue. Even my own sons. I'm blessed. I have 9 sons, 2 daughters, and 10 grandsons.
Wow.
I mean, when people say, "Oh, we want to invite your family over for dinner," I say, "How big is your house?"
How did your life change after The Godfather?
Oh my God, it was everything I wanted, and still it's going on. I don't know if you know my book now. Nick Vallelongo, who won the Oscar last year for a Green Book, he won Best Picture and Best Screenplay. He just optioned it, and we're doing a 10-hour miniseries from it. And I have a podcast, Hollywood Godfather Podcast, that's got 77 hours up, that they're interested in that too. So if the ratings are great, this may be on like a series for a long time.
Fantastic. Congratulations. You mentioned your interaction with the Gambinos then. Did you have any dealings with Sammy the Bull Gravano? Because he ended up out in Arizona.
Now, I knew Sammy. I knew Sammy. See, what happened to me, most people don't realize, my relationship was only with the top people. Top 4 or 5 guys, O'Neill, Della Croco, a couple of other guys, and never with, these were foot soldiers at the time. They were operating out of Howard Beach. I left New York City when I was 21, after the Kennedy assassination. You read the book. I was here in the night, in the shades. That's why I never had I mean, this may sound bizarre to any legitimate people, but for me, in my lifestyle and my friendships, I never had a handcuff on. I never went before jail, and nothing. I had my rights read to me in the hospital because my throat was slit, and I shot somebody. Other than that, that was it.